I'm recording now. So yeah, big focus on referrals. That would definitely be nasty. And selling signatures on the virtual is definitely fun. Elisa, what's something you put down?
Can you hear me too?
Yep, I sure can.
I want to sell my first ultimate set.
Yeah. So you sold a signature Sunday, right?
Yep.
Awesome. So first ultimate, stepping up the game, going one step higher for sure. So think about it like this, guys. The Cutco kitchen is kind of like the BMW 7 Series. Okay. So fully loaded, like all the bells and whistles, just totally awesome. Okay. The ultimate set, that's kind of like the 5 Series. The signature set is kind of like the 3 Series BMW. And then the homemaker set, that's kind of like getting like a nice used BMW. Okay. Starter set, it's like an older model used BMW. Pieces is kind of like getting a keychain from the BMW shop. So, or like a coffee mug with the BMW logo on it. Like eventually, someday, we'll have the set or something. Okay. But it's definitely possible. Now, what I want you to think about is think about how many demos you have done thus far, either for the push or in Elisa's case, like since you started. Okay. Jot down how many demos you've done. And we are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. We're 13 days into the push. 13 days into the push. Okay? 13 days in. So divide that number by 13. Hey, good morning, Bray. How you doing this morning? Good. So I'm just on a video conference call right now until about 9, and then I'll be right with you, okay? So what I'm going to have you start off doing is grab a seat right in there at that desk in there. Yep. And I want you to hop on the phones and start making some phone calls this morning, okay? You can turn the lights on too. So divide that number, guys, by 13. How many demos you've done so far? So whatever the number is, I want you guys to remember this is a mental contact sport. Okay? During the push, and Beth, I got your message too. During the push, guys, in most cases, there's a lot more thinking about work and planning than actual like work itself. That's just the nature of the push. So it can feel overwhelming, especially when you're brand new or newer, because you're not used to something like that. This job gets people out of their comfort zone, gets people to push beyond their perceived limits.
Do you mean how many demos we've done throughout the push, or like since we started?
Yeah. Since the push, since July 8th. July 8th. And then divide it by 13, and that's how many demos you've done per day. So let's say you've done like 26, for example. That means that you've done 2 demos per day. In most cases, when you break it down on a demos per day basis, the number is probably a lot lower than you initially thought it would be. It's because when your head hits the pillow at night, your brain doesn't know the difference of whether you were thinking about work or working. brain doesn't know the difference whether you're just thinking about it or really doing it. So once you take that into account and just understand, like, have a proper perception of how the push is going for you. So now we're going to get into the day 9 wish list document. If you don't have it up, no big deal. I'm just reading through it. So we're going to talk about selling gift orders, adding stuff on, things like that. So you can add these into your demo when you're getting to the gifts and the accessories and everything. So most of what customers are doing, since they know I'm in this big contest, is make a list of all the weddings, the showers, the birthdays, the holiday gifts they have coming up in the next few months. That way we can take a look at just knocking it all out at once, and I can give you the best deal and the most free stuff. I get it all at the same time today. And another thing you guys can leverage too is how the prices are going up in September. So you can use that to your advantage to create urgency. So you say, so let's make a list. Any weddings coming up, any birthdays, who do you usually shop for the holidays, etc. So then the bonus tip on there is once you have their list created, a good rule of thumb is just to charge them for the things that they like and give away for free the things that they absolutely love. So let's say they really like the cheese knife, the gardening tool set, and like the ice cream scoop, but they love the super shears. As long as there's enough points available, you charge them for the first few things and then give them the super shears for free. So if you want to sell multiple sets on one demo, here's a line you can use for that. After they decide on a set, just ask them, cool, so how many of those do you want to get? Do you have any weddings coming up that you think that set would be good for? How many of those do you want to get? So let's say they say yes to the homemaker. Awesome. How many homemakers do you want to get? Like, do you have any weddings coming up that you think that that'd be a great set for? Because they're going to buy wedding gifts and Christmas gifts and everything like that regardless. So why not make it Cutco? There's no better wedding gift than Cutco, I can promise you that. So you can add gift sets to any block set order once they decide on the set. So, okay, great, you're gonna love that set. Buying Cutco is sort of like buying a car. You pick the car you want, and then you decide on what options you want it to come with it. So let me show you some popular things that people add onto that set, then you can let me know what you'd like to add to it. So suggest extra table knives, suggest gift sets for weddings or birthdays coming up. If they have employees or people that work for them, they can get engraved gifts for employees or valued customers. Suggest the specialty knives, aka the customer requested knives. Suggest flatware, cookware, barbecue set, entertainer pack, whatever it happens to be. Ray, you can shut that door all the way if you want to. I'm kind of loud. Sorry about that, man. So, bonus tip number 2. Let's say your customer loves the homemaker, but they say it's too many pieces. You could say, okay, which pieces do you see yourself not using? So Susie, here's what I'd recommend. It's probably going to cost you around the same amount of money to take those pieces out and piece out the set as it would be to just get the set since it's discounted. Why don't I just throw in a free gift box? And then when you get your set, you can take those pieces out, put them in the gift box, and then you have your next gift all taken care of. That way you'll save money by still buying it in a set instead of piecing it out. And guys, the item numbers of empty gift boxes, they can be found in the auxiliary price list in the product section on Vector Connect. The auxiliary price list. Actually, it's under Rollo orders, price list, auxiliary price list. So it's under the price list section, not the my product section. All right, so next document I'm going to now is selling huge to Cutco owners, some scripts and phrases that pay. So some of you guys are seeing a lot of Cutco owners. So this is where you can add on some of these on almost every single time. So when it comes to the cheese knife, it's great for anything that's sticky, starchy, or moist. Great for potatoes, tomatoes, cucumbers, limes. Oh, it's the best cheese knife ever. It's all about your enthusiasm when talking about it. For the Petite Santoku, say this one's the mini chopper. It's just perfect for everyday mincing and dicing. If you like the smaller knives, you will absolutely love this. Also, they made the handle the exact same as the trimmer, you know, your favorite knife, so it's super comfortable in the hand. When it comes to the bird's beak paring knife, you say, I love this one for peeling and coring. Everyone in here in the Midwest loves peppers, so it's good to get the seeds and the white stuff out. For the Hardy Slicer, you promote this one as the bad boy. You say, okay, this is the bad boy because everyone needs a bad boy in the kitchen. When your husband is gone, this is your bad boy. And you say that with a smile. This is my absolute favorite knife. It'll go through frozen ground beef, frozen chicken breast, butternut squash, chicken bone, chicken wings, spaghetti squash. This one is the crap. When you get to the flatware, say most people have multiple sets of mismatched flatware because you lose a piece here, you lose a piece there, and you can't buy just one fork or spoon. So with Cutco, if you lose one fork or whatever, you just call the company and just buy the one. If it ever falls in the disposal and gets hashed up, you mail it in and get a new one. By the way, isn't it gorgeous? The special that the company is running is for a full 12 full table settings. You get a great discount and a free cherry wood chest. So that's what you say with the flatware. And again, this is all just right straight from the PDF. For gifts, you say, as I go through these next few pages, just think about any weddings, anniversaries, birthdays, graduation gifts, or holiday gifts. And when you're presenting the wish list, you say, as I go through some of the new products, I'm going to put together a wish list for you. It's not necessarily everything you're going to get. It's just a wish list. Think of it like this. If Cutco was falling out of the sky, what are the things that you're going to grab before your neighbors get to them? I always love that line. If Cutco was falling out of the sky, what are the things you grab before your neighbor gets to them? And then to add set upgrades to their wish list, you say, I always quote my customers on a set upgrade because it's such an awesome deal. What size set would be better for you? The full set or you can say the full or the complete set for the ultimate? Or you can call it the medium-sized set or the family set with just the customer requested knives. So the signature set is the medium-sized set, aka the family set, and the ultimate is the full set, aka the complete set. The Homemaker is the basic set, just so you guys know. Homemaker is like just the bare bones minimum to get just about pretty much all the everyday jobs in the kitchen done. So I know some of you guys end up doing a lot of appointments with Cutco owners and everything. So these are some really good tips to essentially just throw out those one-liners to the customers. And it's all about suggesting. Like when you're doing demos with Cutco owners, rapport matters. And it's all about just suggesting to them what they end up going with, because you got to remember, guys, you're the expert, not the customer. The expert's you. Like, it's you. So use those tips. You can definitely sell more to Cutco owners. So I want you to think about this, okay? Saturday morning, statistically, Josh Mueller found, the guy from that video we watched at the team meeting last week, he found that between 8 a.m. and 12 o'clock on a Saturday morning is statistically the best time to reach people and get a hold of people, okay? So he sets up more demos on a Saturday morning phone time than any other time of the week. So what you want to do is make sure you get in your phone calls this morning, okay? So basically for every one demo you want to set up for that day, the next day, or the day after that, you want to plan on making like 10 phone calls. And here's why. Not every demo you set up is going to fall right in line with exactly when you want to set it up for. So overcompensate by planning for 10 phone calls for each demo that you want to set up for that day, just to make sure, okay? So let's say you have 3 that you want to get booked between today, tomorrow, and Monday. Like you got 3 openings left in your schedule you want to fill. Then plan on making 30 calls this morning, okay? Go into your chicken list. Go into the people you're affiliated with. Go into your acquaintances, people you kind of sort of know, people you haven't seen in a while, people you haven't talked to in a while. If you're ready for it, if you're at that point, calling referrals. If you're still in your fast start, that's probably not where you want to be right now, because you want to bridge the gap first. So today is going to be a great day. We're going to sell a crap ton of Cutco today. We're going to have fun doing it. We're going to eradicate people's kitchens of crappy knives, and you guys are going to lead the charge. So if you have any questions, I'm about to start trading literally right now, so I'll be available mostly through text. But if you could do me 2 things. Number 1, check in on the PDI group, please. And number 2, post your top 2 to 3 takeaways from this morning's calls, top tips that you took away that you want to implement right away, okay? So confidence, enthusiasm, energy matters. So thank you guys for being on the call. I definitely appreciate you guys spending your half hour this morning with me on a Saturday morning. It is greatly appreciated. So let's have a kick butt day, and call me up before your first demo of the day. I'll talk to you guys soon, okay?
Talk to you soon. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.
I gotta stop the recording somehow. I found it.